Hi, I'm Gerald,
And I'm Zach.
and we are the Wine Boys.
Boys,
Hey.
welcome back to another episode of the Wine Boys podcast. Tonight, we have a beautiful show in store for you.
We do. It's a wonderful, well thought out, well spoken show.
Well planned.
Yeah, well
Well
planned.
planned.
This is not our second take.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
We've been doing this for a while.
Mm-hmm.
A long while. So
Professionals. That's
one
like
of the
4
best
words.
of all time, I have to
Yeah.
say.
Best in
Well,
the
if
biz.
you're new to the podcast, welcome in. It's the Wine Boys podcast. I am not in my typical location,
Mhm.
in beautiful Astoria, Queens. I am actually in if I was to point this out on a map, it would be literally right in between New Jersey and Pennsylvania. I'm just right there in the crux of it. I'm in the fourth western town inside of Pennsylvania. Yes, literally 321 New Jersey. That's how close I am to New Jersey. So
Okay.
I'm
I see you
visiting-
have your barefoot Contessa set up tonight.
I do. Yes, I'm gonna go get some herbs from my spice garden after this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I am here. I'm in Casa de Mom for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
But because we are loyal and we love this podcast, and we love the boys, we are doing it by remote and all means necessary. So I got myself my little on the go setup here.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a beautiful kind of tapered wall in the background here. This like kind of, I don't know how to describe it. There's a ledge.
Okay.
This is some new age shit.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it very much. It's almost like wainscoting. Okay.
Ooh, love that term.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we are here on the internet. We can find all of your social media at Wine Boys Pod. You can also find us on electronic mail at wineboyspod@gmail.com, teespring.com/stores/wineboys for all your merch and other things like that. Also, all episodes are available on YouTube, full video on Friday after the audio drops on Thursday. On all preferred podcast platforms. Make sure you like, review, and prescribe. Get yourself one of these.
Yeah.
And then after you're done giving me one of these, go follow @Zach Cossack and @Zach Cossack Comedy on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok.
I love it. Boys, you can
Whatever
follow
else.
me on the Instagrams and the Twitters at Lord Gerald. Boys,
Yes.
tonight,
Beanie Boy season.
bam,
Yeah.
we're drinking wine.
Dude, I didn't realize how big this hat was until I leaned down. I look like one of the cone heads. I think this is a big old hat.
You do this a few times.
Fun.
It's so silly.
I know. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I am visiting my mom. My mom is in red state, Pennsylvania. Like
Okay.
John Fetterman may have won Pennsylvania, but they're not here. I feel election fraud just in the coursing of the veins of this town. So,
just someone's gonna go on a local Facebook page and someone's gonna pull up a map that's mostly red.
for sure.
It's just like, how'd he win?
Howdy, weird. Look at the color of this map.
Yeah.
I know my colors.
There's cities, Eric.
Yeah,
There's
they're
cities.
Cities.
Yeah, cities.
Metros.
It's a lot of people live in small. Never mind, Eric.
mind.
Never
Never
mind. You know, what the fuck?
The other part of this town I love is that the people still have their Halloween decorations up, and there's a 35-foot skeleton across the street.
That's hilarious. You know what's funny though about
It's a beautiful place.
what I was saying though about the whole this cities thing. So I found this interactive map online where basically if you click on large cities,
Yeah.
and then you click on a random county in like the middle of the country, it'll highlight how many counties you need to equal the population of some of the larger cities.
Yeah. Those are pretty rad.
Yeah, New York City, if you click in like the center of the country, it's like almost the entire map. Like it's ridiculous.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It is pretty crazy.
Pretty crazy. But tonight we have
Yeah.
wine.
We do have wine. What do you
And
got?
this one is called Menage a Trois.
Yes.
The boys slinked up.
God, we synced up. It's our time of the
God
month.
damn.
Yeah. I think we went back and forth on this. I don't believe we've had this wine on the podcast before.
Yeah, I don't think so.
One that I've had. This one kind of used to just be like a mainstay on the old wine rack.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't gotten it recently, and I was just thinking like, oh, I haven't had this in a while. And I just recall it's always been good.
Mm-hmm.
It's reasonably priced for what it is, and
Yeah.
it's just.
How much did you pay?
We'll talk about that as we get into it.
Okay.
God,
Let's see. The bottle reads though, Menage a trois. Take a walk on the wild side and explore the pleasures of our menage a trois. Ooh.
Scandy.
Surrender to the seduction of dark, rich berry with a hint of pepper. Ew.
What? That noise?
A lash lingering finish, leaving you wishing for more.
Maybe we should get a third.
It's a lush lingering finish.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe we should get a third in here.
And the back of the bottle reads, and this is a 2020. This is a California red blend.
Yeah, this is the blend. I also got the 2020 as well.
Okay. Back of the bottle reads, fresh, ripe, jam like fruit.
Say, you sound ripe.
Daddy's sleepy. Jam like fruit. That is the calling card of California wine. Forward, silky, soft, and approachable. Ooh. A delightful blended base of 3 varietals, Zinfandel, Merlot, and Cabernet Sauvignon. Y'all, look at that adorable ass wine opener.
This is all she has.
I love it.
She doesn't have shit.
I love this.
The problem with it is that it sucks.
You know what? It does its job.
Sorta.
It does its job. So.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a. I can already feel this cork wanting to come out. There we go.
Okay.
Gotta get one more little.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're there.
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ready? You ready for me?
I'm ready. You go ahead.
Ooh.
There you go. Should I pop it or should I not?
I think this wine is bad.
Oh, really?
It wasn't in that well.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Should I make the cork pop or come out soft?
You do it, baby. You do it as hard as you want.
I'm gonna do it like a little, like the sweetest little queef. Just like that. Like that.
I hope this wine is okay.
You like that?
Fine. Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
Yeah, I think that's I'm excited about this. Have you had this before?
I've never had this before.
Well, you're about to have your tits rocked.
Okay. I did leave my aerator upstairs. We'll see. I'm gonna free ball this one.
I think we should. We're both gonna do it actually.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and get into the wine here. Give me one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about the sniffles this week. It is tits the season.
Sniffle daddy season.
It is a sniffy boy. So, all right.
I'm hoping this isn't corked though. Like I can see a little bit of moisture around the neck.
I've got a little bit of, dude. Hoping this just isn't a bad year.
Maybe, I don't know, because I'm seeing a little moisture on the neck that indicates that it didn't seal as well as it should have. But we're gonna drink it. We're gonna find out.
We're gonna fuck around and find out. By the way, has anybody ever really fucked around and found out?
Oh yeah, there's plenty of that shit.
Yeah,
Let me get a paper towel real quick. Daddy's got a little spilly willy on his hands.
Spilly willy?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Just grab a paper towel. Daddy's got a little spilly willy.
Okay.
Be right back.
All right,
I'll
fine.
be right. 2 seconds.
Hurry up. All right. God, the last time somebody did this to me, they didn't come back ever. I'm a little worried about it. Oh, there's like a. You can see there's like a child's toy in the background here. Like this home gym setup is now turning into a playroom. I don't know what I have so many questions to ask when he comes back. Like this once podcast studio he turned into a home gym, which then turned into the
talking shit.
I'm sorry. I just saw the child's toy behind you.
You saw what?
I saw there's like a children's playhouse behind you.
Oh yeah, there's a lovely dollhouse behind me.
There's a dollhouse behind you, and then I was like trying to describe it to the boys that, like I said, this once great podcast studio has now become a home gym. The Olympic trial run for the Russians.
Yep.
and then now a children's playroom.
You know what?
Is there no sanctitude left?
This room wears a lot of hats.
Yeah, no shit. And I'm the one
Room wears
wearing the
a lot of
hat.
hats. Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, this
What'd
is
you find about
Menage.
the wine?
This is Menage a Trois Red Blend from California.
Mm.
Lovely little wine. Average price of this wine is between $9.99 and $13.99. I paid $10.99.
Okay.
So,
I paid $11.99.
perfect. We're right in the same ballpark.
So we're there. We're there.
Yeah, this is a very straightforward. This is a mostly Zinfandel based red blend.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be soft. I'm sorry, smooth, bold, dry, and acidic.
Mm.
You're gonna get notes of vanilla, chocolate, plum, and blackberry. A bit of raspberry and red fruit on the back end. This pairs well with mostly dark meats, beef, lamb, and veal, and a dark poultry as well.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Thanksgiving. Lovely dark.
a little
wine,
dry red, you know.
Shaking it up.
Yeah, I always like to call it my the truth serum for my family.
Mm.
Oh, cheers.
Clanky clank.
Blank.
Okay. Not
Okay.
bad. Not
Yep.
bad.
It's got a little bite to it, which
Yeah.
may believe me to be that this might be a bad bottle.
Could be.
I think we got a little sink in here, and that's all right. It happens with some of these like older wines, but
Yeah. Honestly, this isn't that old. I mean, it's a 2020. But
I'm not older. I mean like wines that have been out on the shelf probably for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's a good wine. It's straightforward. It's got a nice like acidic bite to it. This is a Zinfandel like Pinot Noir blend. So
Yeah, not as tannicky as I thought it would be.
yeah, you'd think so, right?
You would think
That's
that
why I
you'd
like
get more
this wine,
tannins, but
because
not
it's
so much.
a little softer. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's still that bit of an acidic bite. Very juicy, very bright.
It's all good things. It's all good.
Yeah,
things.
but I would think you would get more tannins. I don't know.
You would think so. Yeah.
You would think, but guess not. You know, weirder shit
Yeah.
has happened, right?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bring
Like
this
Saudi
up.
Arabia winning a World Cup match. That's how weird things got.
I don't think I'm gonna bring up the lack of tannins in therapy, but you know, you never know. Okay.
I once brought up tannins in therapy, but they were the tannins of my past.
Summer 2003.
Yeah. How would you describe this wine? Uncle Larry? No, it's
He smelled like jupe, and he used to look at me and say, "Hey, where the party at?"
He used to quote my favorite Jagged Edge song to me.
Girls is over there. Where the Bacardi at?
Where's the Bacardi at? And then for some reason it somehow transitioned to Shake Your Tail Feather, and I'm not sure why.
And he'd make me get in his car, and he'd force me to have sex with a 43-year-old
that's
woman
enough. All right, okay.
named Janice. All right.
That's enough. Hypotheticals
Okay.
always get out of hand.
Yeah, they go to a dark place.
They always
All
go
right.
to a dark, dark place. But
It is
anyway,
what it
you wanted to talk about your loss in cryptocurrency. I mean, this wouldn't be a white male comedian podcast without it. I don't think.
I think that's just male comedians in general talking about crypto. Just men in general.
I mean, well, yeah, it's men in general, but like especially unemployed comedians. It's like top 5 favorite things.
Yeah.
Up there with Twitch streams and I'm trying to think what the other thing might be. Because it's not pussy. None of them is pussy.
It's always about like these
Betting.
these women and what they want, sports betting, crypto.
Yeah, basically dating, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, dating's weird.
Yeah, when you don't want a man that doesn't have money. How many women do you know have fucked broke dudes?
Hi.
Well,
Hi.
you've been a recipient of that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm just like, listen, I can speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doggy, I didn't have shit when I met my wife.
Exactly. Okay, hold on, I gotta make a small adjustment. All in the middle of this show. All right, I think we're good.
Yep. Can't tell you how many guys I've employed that
Have told you how I got my PS5 story.
yeah, how they secured their this is a little while ago, how they secured the PS3, the PS4, the Xbox 360, whatever.
Yeah,
You know,
these young kings out here getting their game consoles.
how many Altimas and Kia Sonatas they was out here driving,
Yeah.
knowing they didn't have
Rusty
a
ass
license.
ones too. Yeah, I used to drive a shitty Kia or Hyundai Sonata back in the day. So
Yeah,
I know what it's like to work my way up the ranks.
that's right. No, I'm saying it wasn't their car. It was like
Yeah.
the nurse or the CNA they were piping down's car,
What are you gonna do, right?
and they weren't Rusty.
Hell,
Mm-mm.
okay. I can't tell how.
And then
close
you
that
find out
was
that the
supposed
whole
to be.
relationship fell apart because he cheated on her. I was like, doggy, you had it made.
You don't realize that you were literally like one jump shot away from locking things down,
Yeah.
and you had to just pull a J.R. Smith in Game 6. Forget how
Mhm.
much time was left on the clock.
Yep.
Just,
You were one assist away from a guaranteed contract, from the
Yeah.
big contract.
you were about
okay?
to, dude. You were about to get paid uncomfortable J.R. Smith money.
Mhm.
$46 million over 5 years just to forget how much time a shot clock counts down. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just crazy.
And now you're sixth man in Sacramento.
Now you're 6 man in
Congratulations.
Sacramento, and that's fine. It's the capital of California.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
You played your. Nobody wants to play in Sacramento.
Yeah, congratulations. You played yourself.
You played yourself. I'm proud of you, doggy.
Yeah. Listen,
Back on your mom's couch again.
go back to the Knicks. Trying to get that pipe.
At least with the Knicks, you're in New York.
At least you're near the Knicks, and then your DMs get blown out of proportion so fast.
Yeah. That's why the Knicks are
Try to get the
not
pipe?
good.
Yeah, like who the
JD
fuck?
won't sell the team, and these
Yeah.
dudes' nuts are just never full.
Yeah, the Dolans just won't get rid of anything. And then
Uh-huh.
J.R. Smith, he's just so young and virile still, so he needs to like get out there. So he's just sliding in young ladies' DMs at 4 a.m.
Trying to get the pipe.
Trying to get the pipe.
He still
He talks like a drunk uncle. Like,
does. I love
Yeah.
J.R. Smith.
so do I. He's my favorite player. Him and Nick Young are like my 1-2.
Yeah. What's wild though is like J.R. Smith is done in the NBA and then just goes to college and plays golf.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, he's pretty good.
he's really good.
When are we gonna have the match with Tom Brady and J.R. Smith?
I feel like J.R. would win.
I know. That's what I want to see. I want to see him talking shit on the golf course.
Yeah, that's why Tom won't play him.
It's like, damn, this guy's actually good.
But also, like, Tom Brady spends all of his time playing football.
Yeah. I
And,
mean, he lost a marriage over it.
yeah. It's me or the NFL. Sorry.
I got to be honest. I was home with these kids for 3 months, and I was like, I'm gonna kill myself. So that's amazing. That's like what athletes have to think about after the like. What am I gonna do post career? But I love this game so much that I'm gonna sacrifice losing my relationship with my supermodel wife.
Mm-hmm.
Like to first of all, what a cocky prick. Like that's my first thing. It's just like this is a 45-year-old man who literally has the world's best life and can just ride off into the sunset, and he's just like, nah.
But does he? I think underneath it all, he's miserable. That's why he wins so much. It's the same thing with Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Miserable. He was miserable.
Was miserable.
Yeah.
Probably still is. Michael Jordan?
People with that gene, just like the unhappiness gene, like nothing satisfies them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I read a story one time that Michael Jordan won $130,000 in Las Vegas. Didn't smile once. Like, yeah.
All right.
He's like Tuesday.
Like Tuesday.
God, it's like incredible to.
I got 30 million in my Chase account.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's just Jordan's from this month.
Mm-hmm.
It's just crazy to be that rich, but also like that unsatisfied.
Yeah. Like there's no excitement here.
Yeah.
I'm gambling not because I'm excited when I win. I'm gambling because I need to.
Yeah.
This is the only way I feel something.
There's so many other things you can do.
Yeah. It's
So.
depressing.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, you go ahead. Yeah, you did not mute that.
Oh. Well, you heard it here first, boys. The sneeze heard round the world.
It's okay. I forgive you.
I missed the cough button.
Yeah.
And
if you're gonna cough.
You're gonna cough, get out of the room.
Yeah. Nah, but even then though, with Brady and like leaving his wife, like honestly, at that point, he doesn't even care she's a supermodel anymore.
No.
Yeah, she's hot, but like, when she's nagging you about these clothes that have been on the floor, like, do you really give a fuck anymore?
I think it's a little bigger than that. Like I don't think it's I think it's beyond clothes on the floor.
It probably is. It's more like,
I think it's like deep
Tommy,
rooted.
you're
I
never
think it's
home.
deep rooted depression that's being pushed down through football.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing is, I imagine Tom Brady when he's not playing to be like Mr. Cavallari, like Jay Cutler before the divorce. Yeah, just laying around, just during the off season. All he does is just lay around the house.
Yeah. Just potato chips on his chest and a cigarette dangling out of his mouth.
Yeah, yeah.
Crumbs.
Are cigarettes TB12 approved?
Probably American Spirits. Those are like the kale of cigarettes.
Okay. Yeah, so just American Spirits in an ashtray.
He's probably smoking like dad grass.
Yeah, it's CBD. It's
by the way, no paid
pleasure.
sponsorships. wineboyspod@gmail.com.
Get at me, dog. You ever tried that?
Dad grass?
Yeah.
They're only getting 2 says out of me. Generic male product that gets you a little high. Yeah, I did once. Yeah.
Okay. Does it actually get you a little high?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's one of those things.
wineboyspod@gmail.com.
Okay.
In the
subject, just quick aside, this isn't an ad or anything like that. It's one of those products that has popped up for me a ton of times. I've wanted to try it, just never have.
Well,
so
now you
here we go. Maybe I will. If they,
By the way, DMs are so open.
Oh my God, cut a check and I'll try it.
Yeah. Listen, anything you want us to do, I will do. I am such a slut for advertising. I will do literally anything.
Of course.
Of
course. All right.
I will not put Frank's Red Hot in any of my holes. That's the only thing that's where I draw the line.
Except for my mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was implied. I think that's but anyway. So we were talking about failed cryptocurrency. So FTX went bankrupt this week.
Which Tom Brady was a spokesperson for.
Sure was. I was about to say.
Segue.
Did you pull out? Like, were you ever in with anything?
I never had anything in FTX.
Oh, good for you. I had a couple at first because I got a stock option, and I was like, I might as well give it a whirl, and I pulled out fast.
Okay.
I saw the writing on the wall, and I was like, oh, I gotta,
Yeah. So for the uninitiated boys who've been living under a rock, FTX was the second largest cryptocurrency exchange behind Binance.
Yep.
Yeah. And basically what happened was FTX, Binance basically had a large holding of cryptocurrency inside of FTX. And it was in the form of FTT, which was a cryptocurrency that was minted by FTX. This can get a little bit confusing. Anyway,
it's all this is. It's pyramid schemes are supposed to be.
They
hard to understand.
Binance did a little bit of research, and they said, "Oh, this crypto is junk. It's not really worth anything." So they sold their share of it. It was about $500 million or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, they sold a large amount of this crypto off, and it caused a bank run on FTX. A lot of people panicked because share prices of everything, that currency and everything else that they had basically plummeted. It caused a bank run, and it's just a domino effect at that point. All these people are jumping in and just pulling their money out. At that point, Binance, because they're the largest competitor, is in talks to potentially buy FTX. They get a chance to look at FTX's finances. They look under the hood, and it's dog shit. So, literal dog shit. I mean, FTX is allowing one of their holding companies, Alameda, to basically buy a whole bunch of shit coins on margin.
Yep.
Essentially taking out loans to buy worthless cryptocurrencies.
Always fun.
Through back doors. So it's looking like mess. It's not good.
Hot, sticky mess.
It's not good. Do you think that the CEO goes to jail? Sam Bankman-Fried.
You know, all of these like white collar crimes are so. It's all language based for me. Like it's just the way that they kind of write it up. Like,
Yeah.
How do you want to explain this to people, and then how do you want to explain this to the court?
Right. And
Because
so
because I think these people half the time get taken away for technicalities.
yeah.
They're just like, oh, you didn't read that right. Throw them in cuffs. Like,
yeah. I don't think he actually goes to jail though. I think he gets treated with kid gloves. I mean,
I think he gets treated with kid gloves, but I think he pays a hefty fine.
yeah, he
Yeah.
will pay some fines. The thing is with him though is like it seems like to me he bought into his own hype.
Yeah, but that's what you're supposed to do as an outlandish entrepreneur.
Yeah, but he's basically drank the Kool-Aid. He's, number one Forbes list 30 under 30. Everybody's telling him how brilliant he is, how he's going to change the world through cryptocurrency and altruism and, all this shit. And then I think he just felt like he was the smartest guy in the room, made some terrible bets that, flopped, and then tried to cover his losses. And the cover up is always worse than the actual crime.
Oh yeah, the cover up the cover up is the thing that'll get you in jail.
Yes. Yeah. And I think what happened was his other company, Almeida, probably was bleeding fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
So what he did was he dipped into FTX to pull some of those deposits out, customer money, and then put them back into Almeida just to try to make it back up. And didn't work.
Didn't work. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a real life boiler room situation we got going on here.
We should become like autistic savant, like cryptocurrency billionaires.
I mean, I think I have the dead eyes for it.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like, what happened to Zach? Oh, he hasn't had an emotion since he got into crypto.
Yeah. And you're just like asked
about
about your philosophy, and you're like, looking up casually from your game of Candy Crush. You're just like, well, I'm gonna create a token. We'll call it anything. Lamp token.
Or just like look at Deborah token.
Deborah token. Deborah coin.
Debbie
Deb
coin.
coin. Debbie coin.
Deb
Yeah,
coin.
Deb-
I like Deb coin. Yeah.
Deb coin.
Deb
And
coin
it's
sounds like you
backed.
could sell an app. Yeah.
Yeah, Deb coin.
Anyway, so
And we're gonna set a strike price of $40 billion.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and we're just gonna mint like, I don't know, 300 of them, $40 billion, and that's what it's worth. And then people buy it, and and then the price goes up, and you make money.
There you go. Simple as that.
That's simple. Debcoin.
Debcoin.
Yep.
Beautiful. I don't know anything about cryptocurrency. Like
Yeah.
I tried to get into it, and my friends, like you and other people, explain it to me, and
Mhm.
I just go, "What?" Like that's just my reaction. What? I don't get it. Like I've tried to wrap my head around it. I'm just gonna stick to my regular stocks that I
Stick to
play.
your regular stocks, your regular
I have
money.
I have fun dabbling in the stock market because I think of the stock market as far as like, I find it to be a bet. It's betting. I like betting. I like
It is.
I
It
like
is.
taking. I don't like taking catastrophically difficult risks. I
Mhm.
like taking subtle risks.
Right.
Like
Right.
kind of moving money around. Like, oh, I made a couple bucks today. I like looking at my apps and going, I made plus this today. That's all I like to see.
Oh, don't look at mine. That shit's a bloodbath.
Dude,
Jesus Christ.
I went down for like 3 weeks where I was
Yeah.
like minus so much, and I was like, oh, this is the worst. Like I should pull out. And then I waited, and everything evened out.
Just stop looking. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
up
'cause now
overall,
I've
but I'm
dedicated
down.
my time to sports betting now.
Oh
'Cause I hit that
God.
parlay a couple weeks ago, and I'm playing with house money, and I'm just
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
losing.
You're just on a
losing.
Lamborghini high right now.
I'm flexing for no reason. Like I have no muscle to flex here. Like I won one bet. It was
Yeah.
it was kind of it was a silly bet that just,
Damn.
and I was like, okay.
You're not
Like I did a
ordering off the
5-way
dollar
college
menu.
football parlay this weekend. It missed it by one game.
So that's how it always works.
Do you want to know how degenerate I was? I bet on Hawaii. That game starts at 11:55 p.m.
Jesus. Nobody's betting.
Dude,
You're
I bet on
cigarettes.
I've been on a game between Hawaii, God, who did they play? And UNLV, like Nevada, Las Vegas. The teams collectively have 6 wins. Hawaii was getting 12 points.
Just a degenerate over here. You're up just
I bet
smoking
that-
cigarettes, praying that Hawaii covers the spread.
I honestly didn't even watch the game. I did.
I'll know when I wake up.
Yeah, I woke up. I had a green check mark. I go, holy shit, they won and covered. Oh my gosh. Like, but of course, during that time span where I fell asleep, my other game lost. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the fun part about betting is that like you can go to sleep, wake up. Like I seriously contemplated betting Saudi Arabia today because it was like plus 3,000.
Yeah.
Like if I bet $10, I would have won $300. Like, and I should have just did it because just like fuck it. Like it was literally just like because betting is so easy now. You literally just flick your phone and it's done. You go to sleep.
Yeah.
I could have woke up on a game that started at 4 a.m. I could have woke up at like 7:30 like I did this morning. I looked at my phone and went, holy shit, I won $300 while I was sleeping.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, everyone's going to have a gambling problem. Everyone has a gambling problem now.
No, but it's just it's so easy.
It's so easy. All you need is a smartphone and an internet connection.
Smartphone, internet connection, especially. And if you get on one of these rewards programs, boy, howdy. Let me tell you.
Yeah, and they're so easy to get into. They're just like, we'll give you $25 in free plays if you sign up.
Real. That's all.
The first bet is free.
Those last 2 weeks. Like
yeah.
And then you win one of them, and it's just like, well, this is worth it.
Yeah, I miss the old days where you had to find a bookie and worry about him snapping your femur if you tried to skip town on him.
I mean, I was betting in college with my I wasn't like a big better in college, but like my fraternity ran a bookie. like we were. I told you the story that one time I bet on that college football game and my buddy threw the computer chair through the TV. Did I not tell you the story?
Yeah, you did.
I think I told. Did I tell it on the podcast?
I can't remember if you did or not, but do it again.
2000. Vividly, I remember this. 2010.
Okay.
USC's playing Oregon. Oregon is winning. They're their top 10 team in the country at this time. They need to cover 3 points. Game's tied. Fourth quarter, like 10 seconds left. Kicker comes out. It's a 29-yard field goal, and he just fucking hard shank to the right. The ball, the sound the ball made off of his foot sounded like a duck getting shot. Just
now
gone.
For the uninitiated, a 29-yard field goal is a layup.
It is the equivalent of a fast break layup in the NBA.
It is a layup. This is like they practice these all. This is where they warm up.
This is where they warm up
at 30 yards. Yeah. They warm up at 30 yards, and then they go back from there.
Fucking duck to the right. My buddy has a ton of money riding on this game. He's sitting in a computer chair. He pops up, takes a computer chair, and throws it in and through the TV. We used to have one of those giant big screen TVs, like the big tube ones. So it literally just makes the indentation into it in the TV. And we all, like at the same time, turn and go, what the fuck? Like we all had that same reaction.
So, damn, TVs back then were expensive.
We're having a party.
Too.
There's women around. He scared the women. And I'm just like,
bro, you're scaring the maidens.
My wench for the evening. What are you doing? Like, I was so, but we were so pissed. Dude, it was so funny though, because like an hour later, we couldn't find him. We later find out that he went to the bar across the street to finish watching the game. He was such a degenerate because he's like, I still have the points though, even if it goes to overtime. And I'm like, oh my god,
I could still cover.
I can still push. That's all I was looking for was a push just to get his money back.
I sort of pushed. I went. Yeah. I don't win anything, but I don't lose anything.
USC won the game, just so you know. Yeah.
It just kind of reminds me of like how expensive TVs were back then. And
that purchase, we probably had that TV in that house for like 5 years, even before I was there. And then I just just the way that people reacted as if to say like, oh, we're never gonna have a TV again. Like that's basically
yeah.
We just lost our privileges.
Mm-hmm.
What is this, even solitary confinement? What are we doing?
Yeah, and it's like, oh, this degenerate needs to pony up and buy the house a new TV.
Yeah,
but does he have the money?
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Oh, we figured it out, but
that reminds me of when I was living in the dorm. This is my first semester in school. This kid that lived in the room next door to us bought a 75-inch television for his room. He did it with, I think, his GI Bill money or some shit like that. He just had money and he was like, I want a ridiculous TV. So he bought a 75-inch television for his dorm room.
It's just dumb.
And this is back in like 2010, 2011.
We had an ROTC guy as what do you call those? What do you call those guys? The floor generals.
Yeah,
What are they called?
pretty much.
What are they? Residence directors? No. What's the RAs?
What,
Residence
RAs?
assistants.
Okay, mine wasn't an RA. He was just a degenerate.
Yeah,
So
mine was an RA, and he got one of the freshmen pregnant.
oh, good for him.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, sick.
We used to
So
call
he's
him
like-
Navy SEAL seaman.
He's like 26 years old.
Yep, 26-year-old man getting an 18-year-old girl pregnant. Whatever will we do?
Yeah, good for him. She was in high school like 3 months ago.
That-
Anyway,
believe me, these are the conversations that I did have.
anyway,
I was like, dude, this girl became legal like 2 days ago. Like,
yeah, like old enough to bleed.
right, let's not do that.
Anyway, my man decides to buy a 75-inch TV for his dorm room,
Yeah,
and us,
super cool
a
move.
bunch of horned up young men. What do?
Take advantage of it.
Of course, we decided to throw a porno party. So I had some adult DVDs. He has a PlayStation 3 hooked up to this thing.
Yeah.
And these are like the full scene ones that are like, 2 hours long or 4
course.
hours long that come with the magazine.
Yeah. Love
Pop
that.
one of those bad boys in. We're watching Latinas and Lowriders. Just living life, bro.
We're just having a great time.
Doors open, full volume.
Did I ever tell you about the
Great night.
cold, hard winter of 2011 when one of our fraternity brothers skipped town and didn't pay the cable bill or and then didn't pay the electric for 1 month? So we literally had, yeah, well, not 1 month. So they ended up killing the electric for a day and then it turned back on. We were living up in, like, mind you, where we went to college is like a bitterly cold, horrible town of just like, it's just freezing all the time. Like, we just picked the worst possible. Yeah, and meth and cold. That's all it is. And so since he didn't pay for the internet, the only way we could jerk off was we had to circulate a porno between 8 guys around the house. And the porno was the Big Lebowski XXX parody, which is like the funniest thing you can jerk off to, I think.
I'm surprised that you guys didn't have more DVDs than that.
This is the one we found in the house. Like, and then like it literally got to a point where we were just like having jerk off checks, like knocking and be like, "Hey, can I get the movie?" like, I gotta clean the pipes out. Like, it's gonna be a tough weekend. We're literally circulating this DVD through like 8 people.
Yeah, I got USC Oregon, man. I gotta fire this off.
Oh, honestly, like if I don't come, there's no telling what might happen.
We're having an open tonight, man. I got to.
We're having an open party. Kappa Phi's coming.
It's the first one of the year.
The first one of the year. You remember having with USC and Oregon? Ridiculous. Speaking of, so we were talking about betting. So like, the World Cup's happening right now. We were talking about just like how horrible it is in like Qatar and all that. But like, Saudi Arabia beat Argentina this morning, which is like one of the biggest upsets in like World Cup history. Like, to the point where like when they won, all of the media didn't know what to ask them. They were just like, we had no idea. like we literally like were not prepared to be like have a winning question for these guys. Like, they just like, it was so weird.
Did you eat breakfast this morning?
Basically, they're just like, how were the Cheerios? They're like, great, we just beat Argentina. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, and they were just like, yeah,
basically.
you did.
But the funny thing is now that Saudi Arabia is on the bill for the 2030, or whatever it is. So like, what is it, 22, 26, the 2030 World Cup, and they're gonna get it. Of course. Not because of like shoddy ethics or like bribery. No, but like
not at all.
They'll get it because it's a wonderful, prospering nation.
Of course,
Yes.
of course. They don't cut off people's heads, or
They don't. I think this is a lot of hyperbole.
don't they have a sword on their flag?
Sure.
Pretty sure they do.
If that's what you want to call it. I mean,
no, really. I'm pretty sure there's a sword on the Saudi Arabian flag.
you know what? I feel like it's a pirate ship at this point. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just.
Hold on.
It's not. Just stop. You're looking too far into this. You're wrong. Don't. Hey.
What?
Don't ask. Don't tell.
Okay.
Just don't even worry about it. But anyway.
No, really.
So-
There's a literal sword on the flag.
Okay, super cool. All right.
Yeah, it's a cool looking flag.
Would you relax?
It's green. It's cool
Super
green.
Cool flag. Very cool flag. One of the best.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna say: is that the idea that this country did win and beat, like, Argentina was like the favorite, but like what I've learned so far about soccer is that the people are second to the soccer. Like,
Yeah.
the soccer wins. Qatar has, I mean, Qatar's a small country that is just literally filled with billionaires that own fuel. Like, that's what it is. It's just billionaires that own oil and fuel. And then you have the people that live there, which are not natives. 90% of the people that live there are migrant workers. So 1 out of every 10 people is from Qatar. Like, you know how insane that is? Like,
also, a lot of them come from
every 9th person is like, oh, you're from here. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, they're from African countries. The migrants are.
Exactly.
So this is looking a little slavish,
isn't it? Right? It's got a
little bit, a little tinge.
Well, there was the kafala
colonialism.
rule, which was like a literal, like, it was just a nice way of saying owned labor, which I think is such a cute way of saying slavery. Owned labor.
Yeah. It's a little.
How cute is that? Oh, owned labor.
Yeah, it's the Impossible Burger of slavery. It's just not quite. I mean, it is, but you know, pleats.
Yeah, because there's red number 40 in it. Like,
yeah, it bleeds when you cook it. Like, you know, it's just, you know,
just beets. You know.
Yeah, it's just like beets and coconut oil. That's why it bleeds.
That's cute.
Yeah, like, it's just,
but
it has the same texture. Like,
the thing is, though, is that like you look at the way that they built these stadiums, and they're just like we were saying before, like these beautiful architectural anomalies are going to be used for a month and then just gone. Like, they're just going to be this dark voids for like ever.
But that's the same shit you see though with these massive like worldwide sporting events.
Yeah.
It's just whenever they have it in a country that's either poor or just doesn't have the infrastructure to hold some shit like this, it's always the same thing.
This one is, this is like a schematical nightmare. Like, there's, like, Qatar's the same size as Connecticut.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So.
Also, the reason why they're having it in the winter is because normally the World Cup is in the summer, but it gets so fucking hot in Qatar that people would have died.
Average temperature in Qatar is 112 degrees.
In the summer,
112 degrees.
So it's 120 degrees in the shade, and you're supposed to run for like 90 minutes.
Yeah. Like, cramping might be an issue. Ah, yes.
It's just like, it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
It doesn't. The thing is, though, is that like even that aspect, it's only soccer first. It's corporate sponsorship soccer first.
Yep.
People second.
It's people like second.
And I understand like these players, like they are literally playing for country. Like I respect it. They're very passionate. Like some of these countries that have like Tunisia, like this northern African nation, they get get one chance at prominence every 4 years basically.
Yeah.
And then the other rest of your life, you're like, where the hell is Tunisia?
Give me a map. I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's somewhere in northern Africa.
That's somewhere in Africa. That's all I know.
That's it.
It might take me a minute, you know.
I know nothing about it.
Yes.
I didn't even know it existed until like 2 days ago.
Yeah. But here's the thing is, it was the same thing with the last World Cup, you know, that was in, where was the last World Cup? Brazil? Or was that the Olympics? Summer Olympics was Brazil, right?
No, I think the last World Cup was in Rio, wasn't it?
You're right. World Cup
No. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Was it World Cup 2020 or 2018?
It might have been 2018.
It might have. Maybe it is Rio.
There was an Olympics. Well, the last Olympics were in Tokyo.
Yeah.
And I want to say the last World Cup was in Rio.
Let's see. The 2018 FIFA World Cup was played in. Oh, I'm sorry. This is just the history of the World Cup. Give me 1 second. Sorry, this is taking so long. I know.
It's okay. It was
in Russia.
It was in Russia.
Russia. Yes.
You're right. Then was it the Olympics before last was in Brazil?
Sochi.
Also Russia.
The Winter
Yes.
Olympics were in Sochi. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man, Russia got a lot of Olympics before they decided to invade a country.
Yeah. Yeah. No, look at them.
They were just like, no one is looking. let us do now.
No, what was the 2016 Olympics?
I think 2016 Olympics were in Tokyo. The summer ones, right?
No, Rio. 2016 Summer Olympics were Rio. 2020
Keep up.
Olympics were in Tokyo.
Do it every year.
Okay. Point is, though, is
Why are we
like
taking
with a lot
time
of these
off?
countries, they are putting billions of dollars into building these massive stadiums that just end
Yeah,
up
Qatar put
abandoned.
an estimated $300 billion into the infrastructure
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
just the World Cup. They gave them 10 years, and they
Yeah.
basically, well, they gave them 12 years. They were just like, all right, well, don't fuck it up. Like, that's
Pretty
basically what
much,
it is.
yeah.
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 FIFA
It's just, you
literally
need
is like
infrastructure.
the bully at the hedge fund. Is like,
Yeah.
listen, I'm going to give you a lot of responsibility. Don't you fuck this up. Like,
Don't you dare.
yeah.
Yeah.
Star
But,
Airlines, really? Like,
but
I think
even
it's
then,
gonna-
like the
yeah,
I was
it's
just
gonna
saying,
be
the
a
2016.
situation where
Oh, go
like,
ahead.
well, no, it's going to be a situation where, like, how much are we going to care after December 18th?
Oh,
That's when the World Cup ends. Yeah.
Done.
Like,
All I can say is look at Rio right now after the 20, we're now what? 6 years removed from the 2016 Rio Olympics.
the only thing I hear about Brazil is violence.
That's it. That's it. Well, the fucked up
Bolsonaro,
thing
who's
about
not there anymore, and violence. That's all I heard.
Right. But the fucked up thing about Rio, though, for that Olympics was they had a bunch of extremely poor areas, the favelas,
Yes.
and they basically said, "Well, we want the stadium on the beach." So they just
We're not gonna have a stadium on the beach.
right. So because the favelas, the essentially the projects of the Brazil
Again,
were
very
on the
cute
beach.
way to say poor. Like,
Yeah, they just
these
leveled the
these
shit.
cute words for like these horrible things.
Yeah, just the poorest people of the country. They're like, they got beachfront real estate shit. So
Yeah.
they leveled the shit and said, we're building a fucking stadium here, bro.
Yeah.
And where's that
Yeah,
stadium?
sure,
now?
you have nowhere to live, but look at this dope stadium.
Bro, this shit is state of the art.
Yeah.
There's a 75-inch TV in that dorm.
No, you can't come inside. Don't ask.
We're watching porn in here, man. Shut
You're
the
not
fuck up.
invited. You're not invited.
You're not cool enough to join the porno party.
You have to be you have to be so well funded
Mhm.
and so educated to join the porno party.
Join the porno party. Now, what about your niece? 19 years old, bald Brazilian pussy. Yeah, invite her in. She can come to the games.
Don't like that.
I mean, it's Brazil. That's how they are.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's just what they do.
Yeah.
It's like it's weird because like all the countries that are hosting all of these events have no
Pubic hair?
idea. Well, yes, but like they have no idea how we visualize them because it's like we want this to be like this democratic society and something that's like very cut and dry. Meanwhile, like you go to Brazil and they were just like, "You trying to tell me there's gay people here?" And then and then you go to Qatar and you're like, "There's people transitioning where?" Like that's what you're still getting. It's in 2016. You go to Brazil. You have a thought that is a little on the contrary to what they believe, and they're just like, "We could kill you," and they're like, "Oh yeah, we just kill you." And then you go to Qatar, and then you start like talking shit, and then they make one offhand comment, like the guy that used to run FIFA. Remember Sepp Blatter?
Yeah.
What a literal piece of shit that guy was.
Oh, man.
They made a joke about like trans rights. Like somebody was asking a question as like the lead up to Qatar, and this is when he was still there, and they were like, "So how do you feel about like the policies in place in Qatar when it comes to like the treatment of LGBTQ?" And he was just like, "Well, they just shouldn't have sex in the country." Ha 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 ha. Like he said it just like that. And I was like, "Wow, this guy has no remorse with life anymore. He doesn't.
He
care.
doesn't give a fuck.
This man is in sports jail. He doesn't even care."
He doesn't even. Do you know how many fucking bribes that man took?
Dude, that guy's made so much
I'm in
money.
sports jail. I'm in
Yeah.
sports jail. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sports jail is just a really nice way of saying I can't run the league, but I've already made my money.
Exactly.
So, yeah, he's already ran the Ponzi scheme.
I'm gonna
over
dry
now.
my tears with these $100 bills.
Oh yes. Oh, Saudi money. Like, oh, look at these buckets of Qatar bills.
Oh God, how am I gonna manage? I can't afford the third helipad.
Yeah. Oh no, my private jet doesn't even have leather seats.
Uh,
It's just insane. But I think the biggest takeaway that I can think of for our society is we're not going to care next month.
no.
Like we're going to move on. We have our own problems. That's how
Yeah.
our society works. They're just like, oh yeah, sure. There's 90% migrant workers being literally ran to death in this country, but
Yeah.
Christmas. Like,
I mean, hey,
what am I supposed to do?
Nintendo
Not go
Switch
to
is on sale.
not shop? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
Did you see the David Beckham visit Qatar?
No.
Like commercials, they're so uncomfortable. Just seek them out because
Okay.
like basically, yeah, obviously it's a month of corporate sponsorship, so like all
Okay.
of the big wigs are going to be in there, but like the biggest sponsor of Qatar is like Qatar Airways,
Okay.
of course, and then obviously like Visit Qatar, so like it's all just like millionaires walking around Qatar just being like, oh wow, you have such a vast, beautiful food culture and beautiful buildings. I love this.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
How many
that's
times
it.
did they have to stop filming because of migrants screaming?
I don't know. I wasn't on the shoot.
I just like to imagine like
Over under 14.
visitguitar.com.
Over under 14 and a half times.
Yeah. Like I just like to imagine like visitguitar. It's like, God damn it. All right, take it from the top, Jerry.
Can somebody get him a fan? Or
Jesus Christ.
kick him in the shin? I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Just let him take 5.
Yeah.
Oh no breaks. That's their punishment.
Smart.
All right, we'll just wait till he.
I like the way this guy thinks. He's a thinker.
No, we'll wait till he stops screaming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the screams are getting quieter. I think he's dying.
Yeah.
All right, Gary. I'm sorry. Let's take this from the
We're
top.
losing daylight here.
It's 120 degrees.
Yeah.
There's 17 hours of daylight in this.
Oh my god, it's insane. The country is just insane. Like the fact that it's the
asshole.
size of Connecticut, but has like buildings that are like the same size as like the New York City skyline. It's just, yeah,
It's crazy. Yeah.
I do want to go to Abu Dhabi one time just to be like, I did it.
Yeah.
Just like see some like weird stuff.
You should take one of those like Instagram model trips.
I want to.
Like you go for free, but you have to let some like Saudi prince shit on your chest.
I mean, if I have to.
I mean, that's how they get to go for free and like pose in a Lamborghini.
Sure. I mean, yeah. And there's some things you got to do. I mean, what's a little scat play?
Yeah. You get to pose in a Lamborghini and like wear like a fake Richard Mille, some shit.
A lot. Yeah. Just give me a Patek Philippe watch and dump on my chest. Perfect.
It'll be a fake one, but it'll be a nice looking fake. It's like a $400 fake watch. It's nice though. Yeah.
Sure. Just don't poop on my face. That's all I ask.
Saran wrap.
That's like autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah. I can feel the warmth without the mess.
Okay, I hate that so much. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's like leaving a chocolate cake in the fridge for too long.
It gets kind of hard. A little stale. Once you get past the crust, it's nice.
Ew. I had one more thought. I had a thought. I was trying to think about it.
Okay.
It's not coming to me. I'm feeling a little jet lagged.
Okay.
I had one thing. I can't think of it. Damn.
It's okay.
Damn.
Let's see. We covered gambling on crypto, gambling on the World Cup.
Yeah. I might place a bet tonight. Just like a weird one,
You should. Just a prop bet, kind of.
Yeah, just like bet. I'm just gonna look at like the highest odds for tomorrow and just throw a little money on it.
Okay.
Like I'm pulling up my book right now. I'm just curious what it's gonna look like.
All right.
Let's see. World Cup.
Look at you, League of Legends in this thing.
Why not?
Yeah, do your thing.
All right, so I could bet on Costa Rica to beat Spain tomorrow. $2,000.
You should do it.
It's plus 2,000. It's such a ridiculous odd.
Do it.
Like, yeah. For example, like if I bet $10, I'd win $210. So,
do it.
I don't know. I'm gonna hem and haw over this a little bit.
You should do it. Just
Maybe I will. I haven't decided.
Okay.
But anyway, this has been a lovely rendition of the Wine Boys podcast. I think we got a lot accomplished here this evening.
I think we did. What have you been listening to recently?
As far as what? Classical music?
Yeah, any music. What music have you been listening to recently?
Let me think. Honestly, I've been like really into a lot of like eclectic, like odd old music.
Okay.
Like I've been listening to a lot of like 70s music.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been into funk a lot recently, which is weird.
Okay. Like Parliament?
Yeah, I was gonna say I listened to a lot of Parliament. I've been listening to a lot of just like new age, like kind of Cool and the Gang, a lot of just like weird old like disco track stuff.
Okay.
Like so much so that I'm thinking about getting a record player.
Okay.
Like
Okay,
you ever
I like
listen
it.
to so much funk music, you're like, this needs to be on vinyl.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's just certain music. It works.
Like you want to hear like the turning of the needle, like and then it just like goes into like, too hot to stop.
Yeah.
It's like it's just like, all right. Like that's the kind of like you put that record on with a lady there. I mean, there's no way you're not scoring.
Oh,
like,
you're gonna score.
Yeah. I like saying score because it feels like the 70s. The only thing missing is a waterbed and a fish tank.
So I got my daughter into House of the Rising Sun by the Animals. I don't know.
How hyped is she on that?
Oh, she jams it. We'll be in the car. She's like, "Daddy, play Animals," and I'm like, "Yeah."
That's dope.
Yeah. She's like, "Can we finish the song?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, the Disney tracks, they get annoying.
They do.
They get annoying, and I'm like, "Why don't we listen to something good?"
It's exhausting, and like the sounds, that these animals make, they're all so dumb.
No, I don't want to listen to "We Don't Talk About Bruno" again. Listen to House of the Rising Sun. Listen to some real shit.
Watch so much Encanto before I'm like, all right, I can'to anymore.
Yeah, it's about a man not being able to say no to go into some sort of home of ill repute. Yeah. Maybe it's a bar, maybe it's a whorehouse. Who knows?
We haven't figured it out yet.
I don't think history really knows. It's either a bar, it's a whorehouse, or it's a gambling house. Nobody really knows.
Do you know that I just figured out what Hotel California was the other day?
What is it?
It's a whorehouse.
Oh, it's a whorehouse.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
No, I'm totally kidding. I have no idea.
Okay. I mean, it could be. It could be depression.
Think
Who knows?
I've actually never truly looked it up because I sometimes I think truly if you figure out what a song is about, when you have it in your head that it's something else and you find out you're wrong, it's like devastating. So now I'm gonna ruin my life right now by looking at what Hotel California actually is.
Yeah.
It might just be a hotel.
I feel like it's either a whorehouse or it's like has a more like symbolic meaning, like it's depression or some shit.
It's about the darkness and the light.
Yeah. Is that what it's about?
I mean, I guess so.
I guess.
This is gonna take too long for me to figure out, but I want to figure out exactly but like I do have that feeling because like I always want to kind of know like what my favorite, songs are about. And then you like look a little further into it, you're like, God damn it, I didn't want it to be about a heroin addict, but it is. Like But anyway, I think I don't know.
Okay.
I know it's been a long day. Tiring. Very, very long travel day.
Of course.
I had to pick up my brother at the airport. It's funny because he had like rewards points for airlines. So he had to fly from upstate. He had to fly to Washington, D.C. to take a layover to just fly back to New York City. Don't make no goddamn sense.
There are direct flights from Syracuse to like New York.
He had airline miles and he was using them. And they were just like, you have to go to D.C. first to use these.
Okay.
That's what I said. I said, I mean, okay, I guess, but.
Okay. I mean, at that point, like, cool.
Get to literally have a coffee in DC, but.
Yeah. So this 45-minute flight just turned into like a half-day ordeal.
3 hours.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, you do you.
You do you.
He's an interesting folk. He's in the other room. I'll tell him you said what's up.
Yeah. Tell him I said hi.
I think
and also to the flight.
That's what I said. When I was picking him up, I was like, why? She's like, "This is what they told me to do," and I was like, "You listen to the establishment?"
Yeah. Literally, Syracuse, New York, there are like several direct flights every day, and it's
To
like
New
a
York,
45-minute
it's like
flight.
a very common flight.
It's a very common flight. I've taken it. It is a 45-minute flight.
45-minute flight. It's beautiful. You
Up
barely
and down.
you barely descend or
You can't
ascend, I should say.
you can't even finish like Marvel Presents Black Widow in that amount of time.
Yeah, you can crush 2 biscotti cookies though.
You can.
Biscoff, sorry.
And a
Biscoff
miniature can of Schweppes ginger
Dude,
ale.
When I was flying back from Vegas, I got, because it's a 4-hour flight, so they give you 2.
Oh, it's an actual 4-hour flight.
Yes, they give you 2 cookies.
God damn.
You know you're on a good flight when you got a 2-cookie flight.
Yeah. So they come around in the beginning, cookie,
Yeah.
and then you're like, yes, ma'am. And they come back around.
And then
the end.
I had my little hat down, so I was like taking a little snooze.
Mhm.
And they come back, they give me a little tap on the shoulder, like, cookie. I'm just like, oh my goodness, what time zone are we in?
Cookies and peanuts. And then you're just like, oh, I'll take another cookie.
Oh, you silly. Yeah.
Silly bitch.
I have some friends that are flight attendants, and I'm like, I am genuinely curious about their life, but then I just realized they just do the same city back to back to back, like all day.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's got to be kind of boring. But
Yeah.
that's all right, I guess.
It's a job,
It's fine.
It's a job. It's one of the last real, like, no fat chicks jobs that are around, Gotta be able to fit through the aisle.
You're in a fucking like real mood tonight.
I guess so.
It's like, it feels like you're about to. I feel like you're contemplating plans to do bad things. Like, am I going to see a racy Facebook post coming out of you? Like,
Probably not. I don't know. I don't post about just like, I don't know. Something to get the crowd going. Something about white supremacy. I don't know.
sure, there you go.
Yeah, there we
Pull
go.
the Kanye. Hey, when all is fit, break glass, pull a Kanye.
Nah.
All right, well, boys, happy Thanksgiving, happy Boyzgiving. It's gonna be,
Wow.
it's gonna be a lovely weekend. You're going to the ladies' family, right?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going downstaters.
Strong Island, baby. Where
Yep.
where do they have it? At her
Her aunt's house.
aunt's house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're gonna drink wine and watch football. And yeah, that's about it.
About these hot, scalding hot Detroit Lions right now.
Oh yes.
Literally in fuego. Three wins in a row. I am just
You're over the
gleaming.
moon.
I am gleaming right now.
This is more wins than they've had in like 6 years combined.
No, relax. They had like 6 wins 2 years ago.
Oh man, damn.
Give me a break.
The big dicks, right?
I don't know, man. They're just,
It's a good team this year.
they're not good. Let
Well,
me debunk this by saying they're not good. They are tolerable.
yes.
They are.
They're not completely disappointing.
They're not completely inept. It's like, all right, I can watch this team and they're competitive at least.
Yes.
And then you know what? They're competitive enough to win sometimes.
Listen,
So
they are second in their division.
Yeah.
Looking at, I mean,
They get to
it's a shitty division, but
it's
still.
a dog shit division. They
It's
get
still-
I get to watch them have the pleasure of welcoming the Buffalo Bills as they go in and literally slam them through a table as they get done with them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a bad one. I'm not
What's
expecting
their-
it to
what's their
be
schedule?
it's not gonna be good, but anyway.
Okay.
But
Okay.
we'll
I'm
we'll
looking
enjoy
at the schedule.
the
Okay.
Thanksgiving Day schedule.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's
So,
good.
let's
The
see.
Lions playing the Bills. It's gonna be bad.
Mhm. We play the Jaguars the week
Oh, you're talking
after.
about the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't do that. No, don't
I'm
do
just
that.
looking. You got Jaguars after that.
Yeah, okay. I don't
Vikings
look.
after that.
Who cares? Doesn't
The
matter.
Jets after that.
Play one game at a time, baby. Here we go.
Okay. I'm gonna say 2 more wins this year.
Don't
You can
hate
get
it.
2
All right.
more. You can get 2 more. You
Let's
can
just-
you can finish
All right.
with 6 wins.
We're
okay?
we're running the clock. We're running the
Tying-
clock. The producer's
your
telling us to wrap it
all-time-
up. All right,
Tying
boys.
your all-time record.
Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time, friends, family. Travel safe, and we love you with all of our hearts. Bye.
I love you. Please call me back.